up, guys? After a long time, finally back. Cash Vault here with
Scottiplier PopcultFan. Hey, everyone.
So we are here back at the theaters after maybe this is going to be my first or second video for my 2026 operation, if you will, for my channel.
Season 6.
Sorry, there's a lot of chatter in the background. Pre-scenes are already showing, but we are here to see what film?
Scream 7.
That's right, we're here for a horror film, so we're going to get to our review after we're done watching the movie with our refreshments, so we'll see you guys in the lobby.
See ya.
Guys, Cash back today with
Scottiplier. Hey, everyone.
Easily has to get a flathead screwdriver, small one, to pop out the white locks. You see the white bar in the center? Hello, audience. Do you like scary movies? Well, I'll tell you what we just saw tonight. We just saw Scream 7. And yes, there's a lot to talk about this film. So me and Scottiplier, as you know, we're going to be doing our review, so I'll go first. I have to give this film an overall rate of, instead of using stars, I'll use stabs. Out of 4 stabs, being the best, I would definitely give this maybe a 3.5. At least a good solid 3.5 out of 4 stabs. So maybe about like a high B grade. I'd rate this pretty well. I mean, compared to what a lot of online critics have given this. I mean, I've heard that this film had had poor reviews online, but I don't listen to that stuff. I like to see it first before I like to judge and make a rating. So that's my rating. What I really liked about this film is that since around this time of 2026, I mean, this is a 30th anniversary of the original film that came out in 1996, the year I was born. So I mean, it's definitely a horror franchise that you know, I've grown through my time as they came out. Even though I didn't really watch them, you know, growing up until I got, well, you know, probably older to see them. But anyway, I love how they were able to bring back some feelings of nostalgia, as you know, from characters to the scenes and locations of this film. But I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet. And, I mean, the intro was just mind-blowing. You'd be like, what? And then, when it cuts to the film, we would be like, okay, now for the new, you know, story you're supposed to hear and watch. But I like the actress who did Sydney. Of course, she's back. Along with special guest star who was the original Ghostface, Matthew Lillard. I mean, who doesn't like that face of his? But anyway, yeah, so, I mean, the nostalgia was great, the story was very awesome, even the music choice, too. I mean, it had a couple of, like, from metal rock to maybe, well, of course, some nice backgrounds for, like, you know, transitions for next scenes and chapters for the feel of the story, of course, like any film soundtrack. As well as, well, of course, the mystery of finding out who the killer was at the very end. That's what I love about a lot of horror films and, like, murder mysteries. You find out who the killer is in the end, or killers in the Scream instance, because it's in Scream, they had that very famous quote, "There's always more than one," or "there can be more than one." So it's like when they catch the first one, doesn't mean it's over. It could live on. So, yeah, I do recommend this. If you liked Scream 5 and Scream 6 that I recently saw before this one, if you guys liked those previous ones, I think you will like this one. So go to the films, see it if you have your time, and then just see what you thought of it. And also, if you have young kids, really be responsible about it, alright? It's rated R. Anyway, Scottiplier, I'm pointing it now to you.
Hey y'all, Scottiplier here. Just saw Scream 7 with my buddy Sean. And yeah, I thought this was a pretty solid film. You know, it did rely a lot on nostalgia, and I didn't mind that. You know, I loved Matthew Lillard. And it was funny because he was just in the Five Nights at Freddy's movies too, so I loved that. Also, McKenna Grace, she was also just in Five Nights at Freddy's too. How funny. And you know, I love the cast, I love the soundtrack, like Sean was saying. I loved a lot of the song choices, and admittedly, there was this one scene between Courtney Cox and Neve Campbell that really like hit me. Unfortunately, Sean was in the bathroom when that scene was happening, but I thought it was a very moment that was very relatable, at least, especially for me. And you know, there's some really great moments between characters in this film, and I liked the intro. That was a really cool intro that it had. And obviously, Roger L. Jackson as Ghostface, he's always amazing, and with that voice, it's really fun to hear him be, you know, foul-mouthed and all that, and, you know, threatening to kill on the phone. But also, one other thing that needs to be addressed about this film, you know, this is a movie in 2026, so it's touching upon things that happen now. And that's another thing about this movie that I really appreciated with the story. I'm not going to say what it is necessarily, because it's spoilery, but with the kind of things that they were tackling here, some of the new concepts that are very much things happening now, I thought was, you know, thought-provoking, and I really liked that about it. So I thought that was a really solid film. I'd definitely give it maybe like 4 to 5 stabs and like a B grade for me. I wouldn't say it's like an amazing film by any means, but I definitely think it's a B grade film for a Scream film. So yeah, I thought it was really good. And Sean, you can conclude this video.
Thank you, Scottiplier. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely great concepts that were brought into this film that have to involve like today's present time in the world. I mean, like, elaborating a little more on what Scott was saying, I mean, things with like AI and like things of technology, and you know how like killers or bad guys can even get, when they get their hands on it, you know, it could be used to like, you know, trick their victims and then just be used for evil or whatever. I mean, it was really kind of interesting though in one scene that kind of gives an example about that, but when you watch the movie, some characters will explain about that. But anyway, not going into detail. So, thank you guys for watching our review. That's pretty much our review for Scream 7. So, don't forget down there to press that like button and comment down below what you thought of this film if you have seen it already, or if you haven't, go and see it and put down what you think. Also, I believe this is going to be my first or maybe my second video on my channel in Season 5 for this year of 2026. I know I've been away quite a bit on a hiatus lately since after the new year. I haven't probably done anything since December, but I'm trying to get myself back on track into making my channel more active than it has been for a while. Like maybe a live stream coming this weekend if I have any time, or if not, like again, if I know something is coming up for my channel, I will keep you guys posted in the posts community tab on my channel, so please keep an eye on that and what it will be. So thank you, Scottiplier, and also good luck to you and your family on the big moving day tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he's moving into a new home, and I'm pretty sure he might do something on his channel that might do a little story or vlog about it. So anyway, guys, you have a great night. See you guys on the next one.